Hey everyone, how are you doing? What helped me lose a little over 7 pounds in my first month after feeling like my cravings and low energy were making weight loss much harder than it needed to be? Honestly, I had already tried so many things. For months, I was trying to eat smaller portions, drink more water, and stay active, but it felt like my body wasn't responding. I constantly wanted something sweet. I felt hungry between meals, and by the afternoon, my energy was usually gone. That's when I came across Gumitide. But before I explain why I decided to try it, I need to give you one quick warning. If you decide to buy Gumitide, make sure you get it only from the official website. There are similar gummies and imitation products being sold online, and I personally wouldn't risk taking something that may not contain the original formula. I purchased mine through the official website, and I'll leave that same link in the description below and in the first pinned comment. Now, here's what really convinced me. It wasn't the advertising, it wasn't unrealistic weight loss promises, it was how easily Gumitide could fit into my routine. Instead of relying on harsh stimulants or complicated plans, Gumitide is designed to support the areas that were making weight management difficult for me in the first place. The formula supports a healthy metabolism, helping the body use energy more efficiently throughout the day. For me, that meant feeling less sluggish and having more motivation to stay active. It also supports appetite and craving control. This was important because my biggest challenge wasn't knowing what foods to eat. It was staying consistent when I wanted sweets or snacks between meals. Another benefit is daily energy and vitality. When my energy felt steadier, I was less likely to reach for sugary foods just to get through the afternoon. And because Gumitide comes in an easy-to-take gummy form, I didn't have to deal with large capsules or complicated instructions. So instead of focusing on just one thing, Gumitide supports metabolism, cravings, daily energy, and overall wellness together. Honestly, that made much more sense to me than taking something that only provided a temporary boost. I started taking the recommended daily serving as part of my morning routine. During the first week, I didn't notice a dramatic change on the scale, but I did feel less heavy after meals, and my afternoon energy seemed a little more stable. By week 2, my cravings became noticeably easier to manage. I wasn't constantly thinking about snacks, and turning down sweets didn't feel like such a struggle. By week 3, following my routine became much easier. I felt satisfied with more reasonable portions, had more energy to stay active, and wasn't constantly fighting hunger throughout the day. By the end of my first month, I had lost a little over 7 pounds. My clothes felt more comfortable, I felt lighter, and most importantly, I finally felt motivated to keep going. And I want to be completely honest with you, Gumitide did its job and I did mine. I was already trying to make healthier food choices, drink more water, and exercise regularly, but before Gumitide, I felt like I was doing all that work without seeing much progress. Once I started taking it consistently, my cravings became easier to control, my energy felt steadier, and staying committed to my routine became much more manageable. That's when I finally started seeing the results I had been hoping for. One thing I've learned is that consistency really matters. I started seeing changes in my first month, but I believe the best results come from taking Gumitide consistently for at least 3 months. Natural ingredients need time to work with your body, and that's exactly why I plan to keep taking it. Looking back, I'm really glad I gave Gumitide a chance. It helped me control my cravings, maintain steadier energy, stay consistent with healthier habits, and finally begin making progress with my weight. If you're serious about managing your weight and you're willing to stay consistent instead of looking for an overnight miracle, I genuinely think Gumitide is worth considering. Again, make sure you order Gumitide only from the official website. That's where I purchased mine, and I've left the link in the description below and in the first pinned comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.